Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe, like and share.
We're going to look ahead to a huge game for Arsenal now, because they are on the cusp of reaching the Champions League semi-finals for the first time since 2009. They take a 3-0 lead to the Bernabeu tomorrow night, and Gary Cottrell is in North London right now watching the team train before they travel to Madrid. Hello, Gary. Let's start with injury concerns then. Is there anyone missing?
Yeah, when you say cusp, being on the cusp of reaching a semi-final of the Champions League, I don't know whether having a really good chance of doing that as a big cusp or a small cusp, but either way, they're in really good shape, aren't they, Arsenal, ahead of this travel to Real Madrid. Let me move out of the way to bring you the good news for Arsenal fans as we move right over to the pitch on the far side to show you that pretty much everybody is out there, including, good news Arsenal fans, Thomas Partey, who obviously started last Tuesday against Real Madrid, played really well, started against Brentford at the weekend, played well, scored the goal, then went off injured with what Mikel Arteta described as something, and when asked to clarify what something was, the little injury that he picked up, he just said something again, but it obviously was very, very small, because he is out there with the rest of the team in these warm-ups and will travel out to Real Madrid. No Jorginho, he picked up a chest injury in that match, wouldn't have started anyway tomorrow night, I don't think, in Madrid, and I'm told he probably won't travel either, despite the fact that he's got all that Champions League experience and might be a valuable member of the group with that experience, but won't travel and will stay back and have treatment. Ben White, who is still having injury issues, picked up something between last Tuesday and the weekend, so wasn't involved against Brentford. He is out there, so it looks like he's available to travel, but I doubt again will be in the starting lineup. And still no Calafiori out there because Calafiori, Riccardo Calafiori out there because he's still on his way back from injury. But other than that, a pretty clean bill of health. 5 changes, of course, made by Mikel Arteta in that Brentford game. Yes, more points dropped, but that's because they know that on the agenda now is the Champions League, fairly and squarely the only competition they have any chance of winning silverware, with Liverpool so close now to picking up the title. So no regrets that he made those changes, I'm sure, and all 5 of those players who didn't start that match but came on at some point during the second half and will start tomorrow night in Madrid are all out there joining in these warm-ups.
It is a big lead, isn't it, Gary? But this is the Bernabeu they're going to. It's one of the most daunting places to go and defend a lead, isn't it?
It is, but I suspect that there is bags of confidence given that performance, given that result on Tuesday night at the Emirates among these players. Just in the foreground there as the players warm up, you can see some of the equipment that they use for training. There's obviously balls, the liquids that they take on, the dummies that they use for set pieces, and also there's that little area there where they've got signs hanging up with zeros on them: 0-0, 0-0. 0-0, 0-0. They take a 0-0 tomorrow night, that's for sure. We're told that the roof is going to be up actually at the Bernabeu because the weather's not going to be great tomorrow night. And I saw on social media somebody reflecting the fact that the roof's going to be up on the Bernabeu, saying that rice cooks better with the lid on. Wouldn't it be brilliant if Declan Rice, still buzzing of course from those 2 amazing free kicks a week ago, could do the same out there at the Bernabeu. The important thing, I think, given that Real Madrid, we've heard from them, are really, really up for this one. They're doing everything they can to try and make sure that they do pull off this incredible comeback. Wouldn't it be great if Arsenal could stop Real Madrid getting off to a good start, a nice early goal, which really would put the pressure on Arsenal. But as I say, there's bags of confidence. We heard in the build-up, didn't we, last week to that victory, the hashtag, which was repeated by Mikel Arteta on numerous occasions, make it happen. And there's a real belief out there. You could see them all smiling and joking with each other as they walked out that they can make it happen. And the supercomputer, you know I love a supercomputer, the supercomputer agrees that it can happen because they've got Arsenal's second favourites to win the whole thing, to win the Champions League. Tomorrow night they make them 91.1% favourites to carry on through into the semi-final, and then to reach the final they're 47.8% second favourites, and to win it they're 24.51% second favourites to win it. Real Madrid, by the way, the chances, you'll work it out if you can do maths, the chances of them turning things around tomorrow night, they have at 0.9%. By the way, just as we finish with the guys training, the referee tomorrow night, Francois Letexia, that might be a bad omen for the likes of Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice, because he was the referee in the Euros final last summer, which of course Spain beat England. Also, though, bad news for Jude Bellingham, because he was experienced the wrong side of that decision, didn't he? But great news, perhaps potentially an omen for Mikel Merino. What another goal from him tomorrow night would mean to Arsenal. There they are. They'll be flying out about 2 o'clock this afternoon, 3 o'clock this afternoon, and then giving the news conference over in Madrid later on, we're told, is David Raya, sitting alongside, obviously, a very, very nervous but I think confident Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, we look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe, like and share.